how miserable would it be to move houses, crossing 4 borders, driving 1,000 kilometers in one day with an electric van? My friend asked me if I could help him move houses from Halden, Norway to Copenhagen area in Denmark, and I immediately said, yes, let's do it, but on one condition only: it has to be an electric van. So join me on this journey to see how miserable it is to drive 1,000 kilometers with an electric van, fully loaded on the way back, on not the best possible conditions either. Let's go! So now we are on the starting point, close to Copenhagen Central Station, and the car is a Mercedes eVito, rented from Avis. So let's see, it's kind of a 1,000 kilometer challenge with an electric van. Also very interesting to see if it's actually possible to do this, a very long trip with an electric van, and move some stuff all the way from Norway to Denmark. So let's go! Alright, so now we are actually soon exiting Copenhagen, getting onto the Øresund Bridge, and it has been so far everything good. It's actually very nice, this car. It's surprisingly quiet to being a van, German tank. So the only annoying thing is that when you rent a car, usually from these big rental agencies, that they always lock this stuff like navigation, which does what it does is that you will not be able to really see how far you can get with the range that you have left. So it will be very nice to be able to navigate to the next charging station using the navigation, but then we just have to kind of play by the ear a little bit and see where we can get. So the first charging station will be at Löddeköping in southern Sweden. So I will be using the Clever network because that's the one that I have free. I don't have to pay anything extra, and they have a good coverage in both Sweden and Norway as well, even though it's a Danish company. So now we are at the Löddeköping Center Syd, the first charging stop, close to Burger King here. You actually have a lot of Tesla superchargers, more and more coming in here as well. One of those big charging stops in southern Sweden or in the Öresund area. And you can actually see the car here. As I said, it's from Avis. It's a Mercedes eVito, I think 2022 model with a 67 kilowatt battery. And we came here with around 60%, and we are now at 70% charging at 56 kilowatts. So that's a pretty decent speed, to be honest. I think we will probably stay here for 10 more minutes or something like that, a little bit more maybe, and we will start our trip to Varberg, and that's quite a long stretch. It's 200 kilometers, so around 2 hours stretch to go. And yes, that's pretty much it. Nothing more to report. Everything okay so far. So we managed to get to Varberg now, and we are charging with still getting around 55 kilowatts here at 83 84%, so it's a very good speed. So might as well just charge a little bit more. We came here with around 8% battery. It said 16 kilometers left, so it said I was very tight, but in reality I think we could have driven a little bit more, so it wasn't that bad. We're now at Munkedal, charging very slowly. There has been some problems with the charger, so it's only giving us 31 kilowatt now. Otherwise a very nice place. There's some places for food and stuff like that, but I think we will need to think if we will leave here pretty soon, because it doesn't make any sense to charge 31 kilowatt an hour and maybe take one of those paid chargers in Strömstad maybe next, and have to pay a little bit for the charging. So wait a little bit more, at least enough to get to the next stop. So, because there was problems in the Munkedal, and Clever, we had to take a short charging stop here at the Tesla supercharger at Strömstad. And as always with Tesla, things just work. You just plug it in, you start it with the app, and everything works just fine. So now we're going again. On the way again to the destination, and it's about 36 kilometers left, so not that long anymore. We have to just pack the stuff in and get on our way back. That's pretty much it. We are on an hour behind schedule, so that's why we need to let's go! Finally in Halden. You can see the Halden fort in the front, and now you cannot see it anymore, I guess. But it has taken a little bit time, a little bit extra time, I guess. But finally here, a little bit, couple of kilometers more to the destination, where we're gonna pack some of the stuff in, and then start the long way back to Copenhagen. Very nice town. Never been here before. Looks actually very nice, with the fort and a small cute town in the middle. And there goes my phone. Over and out. Right, so we're finally leaving. We packed, car is fully packed of stuff, and we are leaving from now we are leaving. We have finally managed to pack everything. I think it took exactly 2 hours, pretty much, maybe a little bit more, so it wasn't that bad in the end. But of course now it's 6:30, so we will start our journey back. So it's gonna be quite late in the morning when we had finished probably today, but it's okay. That was expected, I guess. So let's go! All right, now we took a little charging pause in Strömstad just to enough to make it to Uddevalla in case we will have again problems in Munkedal, so we cannot charge there, so we can get to the next Tesla supercharger. And we actually figured out something on the car, that there's there's an Apple CarPlay support. So suddenly it just popped up when I plugged in the cable, so it makes the navigation a little bit more nicer, so you can actually see it on the screen. So yeah, now the long way back, or long way down to the south. It's 7:30 already. It's gonna be very late tonight, but or in the morning, but that's just how it is. So let's go! We are now in Munkedal, and this time we managed to get the charger that actually works. So we have been getting around 80 kilowatts or something like that, pretty much constantly. So it has been going well. We have been on the road a little bit over 12 hours now since we left from Copenhagen, so it's around 8:30 now. So let's see how's it going at the moment. We have been here for 35 minutes and we are at 85%, so I think we can soon leave. Nothing much to report from here. It's the same as last time, except for that this time we have a charger that works. So again, we are at Eon Clever chargers. There is we managed to actually get still some food from Rasta, even though it's really late. Got some typical Swedish food. And yeah, it's getting a bit cold, but it's still dry, good weather to drive. We will probably be in Copenhagen maybe earliest 1 o'clock or later. All right, leaving now from Munkedal towards Varberg. We are trying to get there with 90 something percent. It shows 167 here, and we have 160, I mean the range, and we have 167 kilometers. So let's see how is it gonna be, but I think that's based on the way I have been driving before. Okay, I don't know what this guy doing here from the way. I'll just go.
Yeah.
So 2 hours of driving again, and to Varberg, and at least there, then we will be south from Göteborg already, so that's on the right side of things at least already. So how has the trip gone? Well, it has gone okay. Hasn't been any huge problems or anything. We just had a charging problem last time when we were here in Munkedal, so that took a little extra time, I think. We spent a couple of hours there packing the car and everything. So yeah, I don't know. Otherwise I think it's been pretty okay. So what can I say about the car? I think it would really make sense to have a little bit bigger battery, because now we have to stop quite often, and yeah, you know, always charge to close to 100%, because the stretches are around 200 kilometers, and that's pretty much what it can take easily. So that's the situation now, but yeah, now we have a couple of hours again to go, and well, I guess let's go. we managed to get to Varberg. There is this very big hill on the last couple of kilometers, and the battery was completely zero, and all the turtle moans and everything and red lights came on. I was really worried to get up here, but we managed to get in here anyways. Maybe a note to self of charge a little bit extra than just exactly right zero. I think the consumption has been a bit higher because it has been colder and it's raining. We have been on the road since 8 o'clock in the morning, so that's 15 hours so far. We have a couple of 100 kilometers to go. So now we are leaving, what is this place? Belbystrand. Just took a very quick charging stop to be able to reach to Norrköping. So now we can drive again at decent speed. And then Norrköping will be the last stop before Copenhagen, but then we still need to charge because we need to return the car with some charge. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be easy today. Nothing is easy today. Well, 100 kilometers to Norrköping and then another 100 kilometers and we are there finally somewhere in the morning. But I guess it was a bit expected. So let's go! Leaving now Norrköping finally for the last 100 kilometers to the destination in Birkerø, close to Copenhagen. And then we need to throw all the stuff out from the car and then just charge quickly and then back to Copenhagen. It's gonna be early in the morning, I think, when we land finally to Copenhagen. It has been a very, very long night, but yeah, it's closing to an end. So, let's go!
Let's go!
Nej! Du verkar helt vaken.
Var inte helt vaken där.
Nej, rätt och slätt. At this point of the night, we were kind of tired already, and it was 3 o'clock a.m. But because of the day, that was the day when the day switched to daylight saving time, it was actually 4 a.m. already. And we still needed to drive back to Copenhagen and charge the car because it had to be returned with over 70% state of charge. Actually, I think I calculated it and it would have taken about 15 hours and 40 minutes to drive those 1,000 kilometers, including, with the van fully loaded on the way back. One of the factors that I probably didn't think about originally is that when we came back, the car was fully loaded. It had several hundred kilograms of stuff in the back. So that's why it actually consumed more, on top of the fact that it was colder and it was quite wet also on the way back. So there you have it. That's how miserable it is to drive 1,000 kilometers with a van. And I would not recommend you to do it at home. It's quite cumbersome.